Well, I don't know. I really can't understand it because it's not an accurate portrayal of my husband. He is so completely honest and sincere and trustworthy that it's appalling to me that the public is getting a different image of him. I would say it's probably been the way he's been interpreted uh, by the media, and this is why we are going to turn to direct media programs where he speaks directly to people, uh, rather than to stress rallies quite so much. People who hear him at rallies and so forth, I know don't feel that way about him, but you don't reach enough people that way.
Do you think that on a number of key issues like the Tom Eagleton affair, the couple of programs that Mr. McGovern has come out with and then has backed up on some, do you think that he's been misunderstood by the media or misrepresented?
Well, I think it's been blown up out of all proportion, and I think the idea that he's changed his mind on some programs is indicative of a growing man. It's something that he has learned from people, and he's the only one really that he's changed his mind on of any major importance, of course, is his economic reform program and welfare proposals. And if you have an idea and a better one comes along, why not accept the better one? And I don't see the same criticism of Mr. Nixon, who changed his programs on welfare.
Do you think he's, well, is he trying to expand his base to the right by maybe easing back on some of these issues?
Well, he is trying to, of course, expand his programs to include all segments of Americans, and this is what one must do when he represents a party. But he has not changed the thrust of his beliefs and programs and proposals. This is the important thing that people should remember. The forward-looking aspect of all his programs are still there.
Are you and the senator satisfied with the support, if it can be called that, of Governor Briscoe, or not Governor Briscoe, excuse me, nominee Briscoe? I make the mistake everyone's made. Nominee Briscoe, in terms of his support or whatever it is for the senator, has it been enough?
He has said that he would support the ticket from top to bottom, and I appreciate that.
What about Lyndon Johnson? Have you been in touch with him or Mr. Briscoe since you came to Texas?
I've been in touch with Mr. Johnson. I talked to both Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. They wished us well and offered to do anything they could to help. Lucy Nugent met me at the airport yesterday with a bouquet of roses, which I understand is symbolic of the state of Texas, and I'm wearing one of them.
I see it. It's very pretty.
It is.
Do you think that, would you like to have more support in an active way from Briscoe and from Mr. Johnson?
Well, we always like more support and more active support, but we're getting it all over the country. Mr. Bristow is involved in his own campaign. I'm sure that's very busy. This is a huge state. I just would like to say we're pleased that he has said he will support the ticket from top to bottom, and I really take him at his word.
What effect do you think, at this point in the campaign, as you size it up, do you think John Connally and the Democrats for Nixon, particularly in this state where it's operating at full capacity, is having on your campaign?
I don't think it's having as great an effect as he thinks it is.
Why do you think that is?
Well, because I think a lot of Democrats appreciate other Democrats working for the party, and especially if the party is in need of their help, not deserting when the need is there. And I find throughout the country a great resentment on the part of a lot of Democrats for John Connally doing this. I think he's lost a lot of national stature by doing so.
How bad, I read a story in the paper, I think yesterday, how bad a financial trouble is the McGovern campaign in at this point? I know that your husband was making a very strong appeal for money very quickly.
Well, we do need money. We have to do the television work that we want to do. We are, however, paying our bills. We're moving along and doing the things that we need to do, but we would like to do more.